He nearly lost all that matters.
She's dying. She's dying right in front of me.
I laid in a bed for 5 months.
An unknown sickness almost killed Gena Norris.
It's critical to get her here.
Chuck couldn't believe he was about to lose his wife.
He stayed by my side.
And it was horrifying. And
I can't breathe anymore. I had horrible brain damage.
His numerous affairs were not a secret.
I was living a very fast-paced life.
So could Gena give her whole heart to Chuck?
I can't do that.
And I didn't really know what to expect.
Because I dated a lot of girls. I had no aspirations of getting married at all.
Gena had to accept his notorious popularity among women.
I got to see him as a person. I got to see him for who he was.
The ghosts of his past threatened to ruin their family.
When you're laying in bed with a girl,
Not knowing was an advantage.
Their life turned upside down when Gena realized that she was sick.
I just heard that still small voice deep inside of me that said, Gena, your body is dying.
Doctors couldn't define the mysterious disease.
she's dying. She's dying right in front of me.
I can't breathe anymore. I can't do that. I'm having to breathe from my abdomen. My left arm is completely drawn up like this. I can no longer swallow.
It turned out she was poisoned by toxic MRI contrast.
And I said, Doc, here's what's happening to my wife. He says, get here right now. It's critical to get her here.
I had horrible brain damage.
Gena's illness became a trial for Chuck.
I laid in a bed in that clinic for 5 months on IVs every day.
Gena was the only one who cured Chuck's broken heart. And now the actor was on the verge of losing her.
I credit my wife because she's been so supportive.
They met when he needed someone to save him from loneliness.
It was a good time in his life to find a soulmate and settle down.
My best friend just realized I had a hole in my heart. I mean, even though I was successful in the film world and financially successful,
Having no one to share it with left him empty.
he still saw an emptiness in my heart. And he said, you know, that emptiness is because you don't have a soulmate to share it with.
At that moment, Gena O'Kelley appeared in his life.
I look up at her, and it was like an angel standing there. And I was just kind of staring at her for a moment. Nice to meet you, Gena.
I was really nervous when I came in that night, and I didn't really know what to expect.
So I told my mom about her, about Gena. I called my mom and told her about this gal. We decided to start a second family.
He was so scared of being lonely again. No one understands him as much as Gena does.
It's different.
And I got to see him for who he was. So I didn't have all that celebrity stigma or whatever attached to him. I didn't really watch a lot of TV, but I think really not knowing was an advantage for the two of us.
But he wasn't always an ideal husband. Once the horrible truth came out.
It was horrifying, and that doesn't happen to me.
Out of nowhere, Norris' secret love child revealed herself.
I was married and had a baby at that time. Joined the military police and the Air Force. And
He was in the Army when the fatal affair happened. Gena Norris was born after Chuck cheated on his first wife. Mother later confirmed to Gena that I was her biological father, but that I was married and had children, and she shouldn't disrupt my life. It challenged Gena to accept everything about Chuck.
I was living a very fast-paced life and not really a constructive life.
When you're laying in bed with a girl,
Even though it hurt.
Because I dated a lot of girls. I had no aspirations of getting married at all.
So they welcomed Gena into the family. I went to her, wrapped my arms around her, and we both started crying. It's proven to Chuck once again what a treasure his wife is. He needed to save her at all costs.
And my wonderful, 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 wonderful husband, who I'm so thankful. Thank you, baby.
He got Gena to the best hospital in China.
He stayed by my side for 5 months while I was in this hospital. In this machine alone, I've done probably about 100 dives. We call them dives, just to help heal my brain.
He spoon-fed her baby food and read her several books.
I just thank God that we were able to weather it and that she did get better.
He and Gena have been married for 23 years.
He's our hero at home as well.
This is really a beautiful person, not only physically, but in her heart, too.
They have a huge family of 5 children and 13 grandchildren.
He loves his family. He's a true family man. When you meet him, he is the sweetest man on the planet.
Do you believe that true love can overcome all obstacles?